Because I think in terms of the basics of understanding how information is transmitted from generation to generation, and that turns into working biology, I think it is useful to think of it as a code. Because the DNA itself doesn't really do anything other than encode information. The beauty of the structure of the molecule and why that was, for people like me, the most important discovery in the 20th century and possibly any century, is that this structure is inherent to its function. Mm-hmm. So the reason it's a double helix is because it's a twisted ladder, and the struts of the ladder can be split apart, but the rungs are made of these individual chemicals called nuclear bases, and there are 4 of them. You all know this, I know. And there's A, T, C, and G, but they pair up in a specific way. So A only ever pairs with T, and C only ever pairs with G. So if you take your ladder, split it in 2, what you have is A's and T's and C's and G's on this side, which means you know exactly what the missing information is. And that is the process of replication. Every time a cell divides, every single piece of DNA in every single cell that is doing it does exactly that. It splits it in 2. And it's a means of making sure that you have the same genetic information in a parent cell and a daughter cell. But the other clever thing is that the second important thing, which is inherent to the structure, is that those letters in the middle are a code. I'm happy saying it's a code, and they encode proteins, and proteins are what life is made of or by.